Hey everybody, it's Mr. Teacher here for another Minecraft video. I've got something to show you. I'm using two different shaders. This is the Sildur's Vibrant Shaders, and as you can see it provides beautiful sunsets. I'm in safe modes, or what's it called, creative mode, so it's not too bad. I've also installed these packs which show you diamond stands out a bit better, but you can see that they're quite dull, and this is a diamond block. It's quite dull as well. Also take a look at the grass. I'm trying to talk quite quickly because the sun's about to set and I don't want you to miss it. So now the sunsets are really lovely. I mean, look at that sunset. Now if I switch to a different one, if I set to Zeus Renewed version 1.0.1, yes, it does take a while to load. Okay, click done, back to game. Now look at the grass. See, the sun set itself isn't that interesting, but look at the grass. Now the grass is like bumpy. You can actually see it's got detail, and look at the diamond blocks as well. The diamond blocks are now shiny, but the sunset just isn't quite as nice. It's all very clear. It's okay. It's nothing terrible. But look, even the snow is nice and shiny. Now, the weird thing about this is that the guy who does Zeus, the Zeus shader, it's made by an individual in America. Oh yeah, and look, see these diamonds and redstone are shiny as well and reflect the light beautifully. So I'm really not sure which one I want to play as. Anyway, the guy that does this shader, he's making a fortune. I'll show you his page. Look at this, right? If I go to, this is the guy, Patrick's. This is the guy that does the resource pack. So all the details on the block. And he is making on patreon.com, he's making 1,662 per month. I have subscribed to him. One of these dollars is mine. That's how cheap I am. I'm just giving him $1 at the moment. But Zeus, the guy that's making Zeus, he is making 52,000 per month. That's about what? 300,000 a year? No, more than that. 600,000. I don't know. What's 50 times 12? I should know this. 120. Yeah, a lot of money. I think it's 600,000 a year. Anyway, he's the one who's doing Zeus, but he says he's doing Zeus PTGI. It's work in progress shader for Minecraft, and it says it only works on an NVIDIA graphics card. So I'm guessing that the shader version I'm using, if I go back to game, the shader version in here is an older one that he made. But obviously, it still works with Patrick's shader pack. Very interesting. And gives all these wonderful details in the grass and stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to switch for a little while just to get this bump mapping, or whatever they call it these days, on the grass, just for that extra little bit of detail that makes the grass and the rocks and stuff look more 3D. So future videos will have this. I'd also, oh yeah, look at the moon in this one as well. See, that's not that interesting. That's not that great to me. I don't particularly like that moon. I much prefer the moon in the other version. But I'd love to make my house out of a house or some features of diamond blocks, like a ceiling or a floor or something like that. I reckon that'd be awesome. This is his glass box. The glass blocks don't look quite as interesting, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. But I'd love to build stuff out of these beautiful, beautiful diamond blocks. Now, if I switch back, I'll switch back to the vibrant shaders, switch back to the extreme mode. Well, the blocks will look less interesting, but the moon itself and the light around the landscape should look fantastic. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Alrighty. See, look. Okay. The blocks and stuff, just wait for the game to load a bit so that the frame rate improves. The blocks look very, very dull now. Very, very boring. These blocks in particular, they're just not half as shiny as they used to be. But look at the landscape. Look at the moonlight filtering past the trees. and past the actual landscape where it's casting shadows and stuff like that. I'll switch back again because this is a really good example of that ray tracing technology. So let's go back, and you can see it out there too. Let's go back. As you can see, it's a lot darker, which is, I suppose, kind of realistic. Sort of. And it does make the light stand out a lot better, but it really just doesn't look as impressive without the beams of light coming down from the moon. And the moon itself looks, I don't know, rubbish. But even in the moonlight, you can see that the light shines much better off the grass. And of course, off these things in particular, there's lots and lots of different reflections. I wonder if I put more lanterns around, that will make them look more shiny. This is a glass block that's been tainted white, by the way. I'm not sure if this is how it's meant to look, but it's interesting nonetheless. Kind of gives it a blurry look. Anyway, these things, they're not doing it so much now, but they do tend to twinkle a bit more in this one. And you can also adjust the settings. I could try and adjust the settings so that it glows, but the settings that I was given by Patrick's are really only for the new Zeus PTGI, so I don't think that would work for this one. Anyway, that's just a little tech demo. I think I'm going to stick to Zeus for the time being, just to enjoy the rough texture of the dirt a bit better, and the grass and stuff like that. And we can come back to enjoying beautiful sunsets and moon-lit nights later on. This is Mr. Teacher. Oh yeah. Oh, and Zeus also has this much better, like if you carry a torch or something like that, you can reflect the world, you can light up the world around you. You can see the surfaces adjusting as I move around, so that it looks like it's reflecting from my location. Oh, even another small detail. If I fly down here, of course it's not showing up now, but you can see that the coal is a bit shiny, just where it reflects the moonlight and stuff like that. Really nice little touch there. Really like that. Anyway, we're going to leave it here, and next time we'll be playing with Zeus shaders. So say goodbye to beautiful sunsets, but say hello to beautiful blocks and beautiful textures in the snow. Look at that, even the snow. See, even the snow twinkles in the moonlight. Beautiful. Anyway, goodbye all.